Dear friends, I welcome you to my YouTube channel, Banking and Finance on Tube. I am Professor Muralidhar Prasad, a professor in banking and finance area. I request you to please subscribe and like my channel and videos and share my videos. Today I'll be talking to you on a topic, limitations on financial accounting. First of all, the financial statements have a lot of limitations, and these limitations should be understood by every user. Because without understanding the limitations of a particular subject, if the users use that information or that system, that may result in some consequences, maybe negative consequences. So therefore, as a financial statement or financial accounting student, it is always important for us to understand what are the limitations of financial accounting. So, while reading and analyzing the information from financial statements like cash flow statement, revenue statement, and asset liability statements, the reader or user will consider these limitations makes an informed decision because he knows what are the limitations of these particular statements or documents. If needs, they may use additional or alternative tools for a better decision making. First of all, please remember that the financial accounting is depending on historical transactions, historical costs. So while recording transactions, the assets will be recorded at their cost. For example, there is a building, there is a plant and machinery. So that building, plant and machinery at original acquisition cost, they will be recorded in the books of accounting, and as the usage goes, as the timeline goes forward, the depreciation will be applied on that. But exactly the building value may be much more than what is available in the books of records because the financial accounting considers the past actual cost and minus depreciation will be recorded in the books. But the value of assets as well as the liabilities will change over a period of time. Certain assets like marketable securities values will change very fast and may not reflect the current price in the financial statements. For example, this company, this business unit has invested in some shares, may be listed, maybe not listed, I mean privately placed shares. But those shares securities values will not be constant forever. They go on changing. In fact, the listed companies securities which are traded in the stock market, they change even on minute to minute basis, also depending upon the trading of a particular share. But that will not be reflected in the financial accounting statement. So when a user, a stakeholder is reviewing the financial statements, this is a limitation. He should consider this limitation accordingly. The analysis should be done and decision should be made. Then inflation effect. Similarly, if the assets are long-term assets and if inflation adjustments are not made to the asset value, they won't show the actual value of assets. The assets and liabilities may show either high or low. Just now I gave the example of a house. There's a building, for example, there's a big factory building. Factory building, in fact, in books, the value of the factory building comes down. Whereas in real time, because of the inflation, the value of that building goes up. So this difference cannot be captured in financial accounting statement. It's not possible for the financial accountant to review or revalue the asset on regular basis and record the difference in the accounts. Then intangible assets are not recorded. This is another limitation of a financial statement. In most of the situations, certain long-term expenditure is debited to profit and loss account rather than creating an intangible asset, and this result in undervaluing the business. See now, supposing there is a research expenditure. Research expenditure is very big, very huge. So they may create a separate intangible account, intangible asset account. Suppose there is a small advertisement expenditure that because the nature of the or the amount of the expenditure is a little small, so they may directly debit to P&L account if the P&L is capable to absorb. But that is not the fact. The advertisement effect will be for a longer period. So therefore, such things are not possible to really identify the user or a stakeholder in normal course unless you go for the very minute details as it is said, the devil lies in details. So unless you go to the details, you cannot understand really whether the profit and loss account is properly treated, whether a particular item is properly treated into profit and loss account, or whether that should be created a separate account. So this is also causing a concern. Therefore, the balance sheet is shown less. Similarly, records are based on specific time period. Now, as we know, the financial statements are prepared for a specific time period, end of the financial year, starting of the financial year to end of the financial year, 2019, 1st April to 2020, March 31. This is a specific period, otherwise quarterly, otherwise half yearly. So the reports are prepared for a particular time period. So at one reporting period to take a decision, it may go wrong. So basing on that particular period, if we make a decision, it may go wrong because that particular period, the reporting period or the statements prepared period, may be really a boom period for that business. Business must have done very well. Otherwise, that's a slack season. Maybe the business may be really dull, but otherwise the business must be very good. So we don't understand all these things because the statements are prepared for a particular period of time. So therefore, as a user, if you are considering financial statement for the purpose of review and making managerial decisions, you need to consider this for a longer period, maybe 3 years data, 5 years data should be analyzed for the purpose of decision making. Similarly, not always comparable across companies. This is also another limitation of financial statements. Supposing, let us take an example of a steel company. Tata Steel is Jinda Steel. Both are steel companies. But these both statements are not comparable for many reasons. Maybe because of the production capacity, because of the age, because of the managerial decisions made by different companies, because of the locations. So each company performance will be unique. Because these two are in the same industry, you cannot compare same. For example, let us take two telecom companies. There is a Reliance Communication, there is a Airtel Communication. Both are in telecom industry, but the financial statements are these two are non-comparable for many reasons. So it will become very difficult if we compare and take a decision. So once a company is performing good, so let us follow that methodology. May not be right. So we need to consider additional information also before taking such decisions. Then fraudulent data. This is another important and crucial area for decision making. The management team of a company may deliberately present the performance results wrongly for their own best known reasons because they wanted to show their performance better to the market, better to the investors, better to various stakeholders. They may collude even with the internal auditors. We have seen so many cases, real time cases, we have seen where auditors colluded with the company top management and presented the results in a different way other than the facts. So this is another risk associated in financial accounting. So these limitations should be kept in mind while reviewing the or while taking any decisions based on the financial records or financial statements. This is another important area because people may involve in window dressing. Window dressing means it is not a fact but decorated. So the decorated balance sheets or financial statements they may prepare and this may result in some other consequences. Similarly, non-financial events and issues. This is another very big challenging area for a user of financial statement. We may not find any details related to non-financial events and issues in financial statements which may have long-term impact on the business. For example, there is a litigation on this company in a court of law. So this information somewhere you may find in the footnote, but we don't know exactly what will be the impact of that. Supposing that particular litigation goes against the company, against the business, what will be the consequence of that? Suppose a key employee resigned, he has left the organization. Then we don't know this impact. We don't know how to estimate the impact, and this information also we don't find anywhere in the books of records, in the financial account statements. So this is again another limitation. Similarly, unaudited reports. Of course, if audited reports are there, at least a third party comment will be available in financial statements. If you are using unaudited statements, because audit means it will take some time, it will not be the audit reports will not be available exactly on the end at the end of the financial year. Suppose 31st March the financial account year is completed, we may not get the audit reports from 1st April. It may take a little long time for auditing because it's statutorily also it is permitted to take some time to complete the audit work and prepare the final statements. So till that time, we need to use unaudited reports. So when we are using as a stakeholder unaudited report, we may really may not have some vital information for considering our decision. So this limitation should be kept in mind. Similarly, no estimates on future predictive value. This is also a limitation of a financial accounting. We have seen in our previous videos that managerial accounting or management accounting is meant for the future prediction, whereas financial accounting is meant for recording of historical or past data on a specific date. So we don't know really whether the business is progressing or what are the futures of prospects of this particular business, how this industry is working. As I say, I gave an example of a steel industry. Let us take cement industry. You are reviewing, you are considering a financial statement of a cement industry, a particular company working in cement industry. So how is the cement industry? Where do we get this information? No doubt there is some information in managerial discussions, but that information may not be really sufficient. That information may not be considered or will not be considered with the financial accountant while preparing the financial statement. So that impact is not really considered at the time of preparing the numbers and the statement. So this is another limitation of a financial accounting. So thank you very much. So we will meet in our next video. I request you to please subscribe and like my videos, share my videos. Thank you very much.